Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday night, and welcome back to League Zero as we wrap up Week 5 tonight as we will watch Easy Clap take on Goats Only. My name is Dexatron, and I am joined tonight by Akri. How are you doing, man?
I'm feeling pretty good, right? It's been a little while since I've seen either of these teams in person live. I've been recording all the damn VODs this this season, but I'm interested to see how this game is gonna work out, right? Last weekend, Goats Only versus Red Veil, undisputed best team in the division right now, but Easy Clap lost in a huge upset to Genetic, giving them their first victory. Uh, I don't know what really happened. I recorded that VOD. I still don't know. Uh, we're gonna head into it and I guess see if Easy Clap can pick up the pieces. Right? They weren't like missing enough people to really make a difference this time around. They're actually scrounging a bit to find people. They do have a few people on off rolls, most notably Chegg. You'll notice is on support, I believe. I don't know if there's any actual order to the lobby. There should be. Baz is hosting. There are some funny things going on with alt accounts right now. Unwiped Walter is just Baz, Vinny, Family Guys, Lily or Azure, and Kid on Ritalin is just Sev, just to make it a lot easier for anyone watching this, because there's a lot of unknown names that are actually known. You just don't realize it. Uh, we're gonna ignore whatever that was in the lobby.
It looks like we actually have Che going over to a DPS and off of
Okay.
support. So
Okay,
Rectophobia is now
Magi.
on the support for them, which
Okay.
is weird, but I guess it kind of fits their MO since Chegg is really just a DPS. Walter just charging right through. I believe they did get someone on the charge, but because of that, they lose their life. Rectophobia falls because they tried to go after them. Stanley, though, does pick up the first kill, though, for Easy Clap. But right now, they're already at a disadvantage, down one support and one tank here. But Stan Luna doing a good enough job picking up some kills here. However, it does seem like Goats Only should be able to actually no, with that kill right there, Stan Luna actually turns this fight in favor of Easy Clap, and they should be able to take the first point here just as Chegg falls.
I can't even begin to describe how much this shouldn't be happening, right? Easy Clap has a lot of people on like weird roles right now. Like their tank line is normal. They do technically have 2 DPS on DPS, but like Recto and Magi's a Gag, I'm like 99% sure, Gag Bag, who's normally an off-tank player. Stan Luna, aka Beast, is normally like a main support for them, so this is just funky, and the fact that this is working is terrifying to me.
Yeah, Walter again, who I forget if you said that was Baz or something, charging right through again, hasn't fallen yet, but actually does right there. Stan Luna, though, is picking up all the slack right now for Easy Clap, in my opinion. I believe they have to easily lead their team in kills as another fight is breaking it on point. High Noon being popped here by Nepto does find Cough Drop. Maggie finds a Kid on the other end of that Moira duel, and a huge shatter comes out from Walter. Finds two, and they immediately turn those two that fell into kills, and they just continue to build their lead.
Their memes might be strong, but they're actually trying, and their teamwork is stronger. Thanks for that one, Gag. Great timing. Either way, you have a lot of pressure. Chungus finding at least Recto with the Death Blossom.
Yeah, the only thing going the way of Easy Clap right now is Walter picking up that kill before Seb there is able to take care of them. Now we're finally starting to see Goats Only here get some good pressure on the point. EMP comes out just after the beat, so in basically just canceling that out right now. And Easy Clap is really falling right now. Goats is doing a good job and cleaning up that last member there. They should be able to finally retake the point.
Took him a little while, Street Lord having to use the Primal Rage to force everyone off the points on top of the EMP, like you said. But Easy Clap aren't really swapping too much. Recto goes over to the Baptiste. The little bit of hit scan damage there will probably be more up his alley. Something he's more used to as a standard DPS. You can't let that happen.
Huge shatter finds 3. The Coalescence has to come out from Kid to keep some of them alive. Streetlord does fall. Stan Luna finds Chungus and Vinny out with a 2-man whole hog. However, Sheb does find one with the bomb, and a beat does come out from Cough Drop to keep them alive and support in this fight. But we do see Seb get demech'd right now. Hasn't fallen yet. Actually able to take out Jag in Baby Diva form before Recto takes care of them. And now we're starting to see Easy Clap just kind of take control of this point again. And only 2 straggling members left around. Actually make that one straggling member. Vinny has to get on point to keep this fight alive. It has gone overtime, but there's really no one there for Goats Only.
You know, this Reinhardt Roadhog composition, in theory, it should not work, right? Especially against 6-man Shadow Dive, whatever you want to call it. But technically, there is a way to play it. I've seen it work in contenders, where basically you just have to play exactly like Easy Clap did, where they run around like chickens with their heads cut off, but they are focusing the exact same targets. You'll notice that whenever Stan Luna Beast gets a hook, they focus that target down, assuming they don't die to the one shot, which oftentimes they are, because he's going for those squishy targets non-stop. Walter, aka Baz, is dying basically on cooldown, but that's okay because he's causing enough chaos to the point where Goats Only doesn't know how to deal with it. They have to swap completely over to actually... No, they're sticking with the Shadow Dive. Interesting. Didn't really work for them, so they're going to have to stick together. They're going to have better target focus because Easy Clap are just playing this divide and conquer style, and they don't even have a Wrecking Ball.
Easy Clap actually teleporting to the center pedestal there, catching Goats Only there off guard a little bit. However, Easy Clap is kind of getting melted down on damage. Seb, though, getting demech'd. Chungus falls to start everything, and 3 more kills come the way of Easy Clap right now, instantly dominating Goats Only at the moment, and it seems like they should be able to take point first here again.
This is a perfect example that fundamentals beats out composition theory in the truest sense of that concept, right? Because Easy Clap are just taking good rotations, they have good target focus, they're splitting up Goats Only's attention to the point where they can't really have any target focus of their own because they're just awkwardly taking too much damage, despite the fact that they're playing a definitively better comp, but they're still going. They're just staggering nonstop.
This is by far one of the weirdest games I've seen because, like you said, Goats Only is probably playing the better comp right now. However, Easy Clap is coming out here and just being their namesake, easily clapping Goats Only back into their own spawn. Finally, we see them pick up 1 kill as Chungus picks up Wreck. Thank you for laughing at that. That was a horrible joke on my end.
No, I'm just laughing at Recto's... just Recto in general. The insanity that's going on right now. It really goes to show that like Easy Clap's players are mechanically insane. It's really going to take a good amount of teamwork to get where they need to. Nepo finding way too much value on this Doomfist, in all honesty. It's finally starting to go in Goats Only's favor, but it took like every ultimate in the bank to get
really
there.
The only ultimate they have right now is that beat. And Chegg swapping off the Symmetra, now going to a Genji instead, as we see the whole hog pop from Stan Luna there. Beat had to be forced out there by Cough Drop, and as they do pick up Walter there, and now they finally start to get a little bit of an advantage right now because Easy Clap does not have that Rhine, and they do not have the Genji either. Chungus has his High Noon ready now, but is going to hold on to that until we actually see a real fight break out here.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see Goats Only have to use their ultimates more sparingly because they're not going to win the neutral fights. They've been struggling so much up until this point that they can't be bleeding members. Street Lord can die, but no one else can. They almost have to back up. They go for a few staggers here, but they have to respect that Recto, even in spawn, can just annihilate everyone.
Yeah, Chegg swapping off the Genji only after, I believe, 1 life, going to a Torb now. Gonna be interesting to see because that's really the only swap that anyone on Easy Clap has made this entire round as of yet. And now look at Goats Only. They are pretty stacked with ultimates. They have 3 ready to go, or close to another bomb as the Coalescence comes out from Maggie here to start everything out. The Pulse Bomb comes out. It gets, actually only takes care of the Immortality field there. Unwiped Walter does take out one. Stan Luna follows up for the second one there. As we see the high noon be popped by Nepo, finds one. And right now, Easy Clap is instantly kind of turning around this map for them. They've picked up the last 5 kills. They're only going for the last member of Chungus there before they finally take him out and retake the point.
I don't blame Street Lord for swapping over to the Roadhog. This is an extremely weird composition that Easy Clap is making work. I think they practiced this. But at the end of the day, like, running a Roadhog Diva is a Reinhardt sweat dream. There's no other way to put it, right? Like, free shatters all day, every day. Baz can just do whatever he wants, whenever he wants with this. And the only way they're going to stop him is by having an insane amount of burst damage. And, yep, there's a charge.
I don't even think he knew Call Drop was there, but he got it to work. And Easy Clap is just living off that right now. Vinny able to take out Nepo before Maggie takes Vinny out themselves, and it has ticked into overtime. And at this point, I don't think there's anyone that can get back from Goats Only, and there's no one who can. Easy Clap takes this first map dominantly, but in an incredibly weird fashion.
I wouldn't have it any other way. In all honesty, that's so Easy Clap style. Just knowing these players, so many of them have been around since season 1, some have been around since season 2, hell, a couple have been around since season 0, right? They're just so damn good at the game at this point.
Yeah.
That they don't need to try to play like these real compositions, quote unquote. They can just play whatever they want, really, and just make it work as long as they're playing it properly. They know their win conditions, they know what Goats Only is going to want to do, and they just prevent it, right? They know Goats Only wants to stack up and try and create a little death ball, so they spread out and make sure the death ball has absolutely zero value.
Yeah, one thing that we didn't have time to mention before the first game started there is when we're looking at the playoffs right now, Easy Clap really only has only 1 win on this entire season. Goats Only is at a perfect 500 of 2-2. They sit comfortably in the playoffs, and they can drop a game and still be safe. Easy Clap, on the other hand, really can't drop another game, or else they would be in a 3-way tie with 2 other teams at the bottom fighting for that last playoff spot.
Possibly, yeah. Well, technically, every team gets into the overall playoffs. We didn't talk about this publicly yet, but it's not exactly like secret. We're working with managers to get the schedule up. But if you look at the overall standings in the schedule, you'll see green and yellow highlights. The 2 teams at the very bottom, 5th and 6th seeds, just start in the losers bracket. So obviously, that's a lot riskier in a double elim format. So Easy Clapper definitely wants to like cinch that 4th place spot so that they don't have to worry about losing once and it's all over, right? Especially with Genetic coming on the up and up, Trolley Gang supposedly trying to make something of this. I don't know, it's hard to say. Granted, Trolley Gang just hasn't really had a chance to play and win per se because Genetic had to forfeit last weekend. But, technically both of those teams are on the up and up. Easy Clap hasn't made a ton of roster changes. They got Red X recently. He's not playing here today, so that doesn't really change anything. But you kind of have to worry if you're a fan of Easy Clap, right? That are they going to have what it takes to like grab one of those top 4 spots?
Yeah, right now, like I said, they are currently sitting in that 4th spot. So a win here does give them a little bit of a cushion, especially as those bottom 2 teams have only 1 win. So even if any of them win, they would just be tied with Easy Clap and Goats Only if, the matchup goes that way right now. However, this is still week 5. They're going to be playing another game maybe within a couple days here.
2 days.
Yeah. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the standings look after this weekend here. But let's just talk about what we saw there in that first game. You kind of talked about yourself. Easy Clap was coming out with weird comps. Goats Only was coming out with comps that should have been beating them. And you talked about it a little bit that Easy Clap essentially was just playing a little bit better as a team, even on these weird comps.
Yeah, honestly, having ironically talked to Baz like years ago now, back when the No Evil days were around, or the Gorilla Grip Gaming, whatever you want to call that group of players that no longer plays together, unfortunately. But they hit Contenders Trials, right? I got a chance to talk to them and like even hear some of their comms back in the day from scrims. And the way they put it is that playing a specific comp really doesn't matter until you're at that like contenders trials level. Up until then, it's really just fundamentals and like playing your win conditions, playing better than your opponents. You could play whatever you want, and like this Reinhardt Roadhog composition, it's really like either kite or play very split. And Easy Clap's definitely doing the latter, and it's working for them to the point where Goats Only is teasing this like double shield Reinhardt Orisa in spawn. I don't know if they're gonna run out on it, but they're teasing it, and maybe that's what they need to do to like stick together more and put pressure on this like super split composition that Easy Clap's still playing. Because at this point, Goats Only is going to have to force them off of this, right? They're going to have to get them off of the Rhine and the Roadhog that Easy Clap wants to play so bad. Oh god, they're running out on it.
They're running out on it. They're also running out on
no.
a Bastion here, who immediately gets taken out by Walter to start everything off. Nepo finds a headshot. Easy Clap is just absolutely bullying Goats Only here at their own spawn doors to start.
They're not allowed to exist. You know, this is gonna favor Goats Only in terms of spawns, but it doesn't matter because they're fighting so close to Goats Only spawn that Easy Clap is gonna have the chance to get back. I mean, Chegg even gets out because of his own teleporter, right? So Easy Clap is going to have another recontest. Beast swaps over to the Wrecking Ball now, so he's just going to cause more chaos than before, and Cough Drop is not allowed to exist in this universe or the next.
Walter, his first instinct, just whenever he gets into a fight, is to just charge into wherever the enemy team is, and he's been able to find, or they've been able to find, someone the last 3 times. However, Goats Only is picking up kills. Make that 4 straight for them. They could easily go on point right now as we have a pause.
No one called it, so it would have been an auto pause. Looks like Nepo might be lagging, supposedly.
Nepo's lagging a little bit. Looks like Stan Luna is
Okay,
giving us yeah, Gag DC briefly. That was the update. Stan Luna is giving us his play-by-play of his own Balloons tower defense game that is going on at the same time of this. But right now, like I said, we are seeing Goats Only here have their best opportunity to go after the point as they keep on picking up kills. Stan Luna falls. Walter falls as well. We see Chegg pop their ultimate here, but they fall right after. Rectophobia falls as well, and Goats Only should easily be able to take this point right now.
There's really no recontesting now that Goats Only is established on the point, especially because they're running this Bastion. I think this, like, it's a funky bunker composition, but it's actually a pretty good counter that Goats Only has chosen. So pretty good spur of the moment pick. They're still losing members left and right, but that's going to happen, right? Theoretically, this is going to work pretty well. Street Lord cleaning up house over on the point, and Chungus just keeping Baz in check, right? Not allowed to contest the points. Well, I mean, he's gonna try.
Yeah, I mean, but right now they're doing a good job. They even forced out the coalescence from Maggie, who immediately falls after popping it. Nepo comes out and wins the wins the Bastion duel there on Chungus for a moment before Vinny takes care of them for the second time. And now we're starting to see Stan Luna try to contest that card. However, they fall right after that. I really don't truly know what Easy Clap is doing right now, but I'm kind of interested in just their overall gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of
my goodness,
scary, talented players, and the solo shatter onto Sev, because why not? A lot of pressure here is going to be put onto Lily to honestly get in Easy Clap's faces with this soldier, because Chungus can only do so much, as we just saw.
Visor being popped by Vinny. They find Wreck to start it off, but still, right now, Goats Only doing a good job of pushing that cart. However, Easy Clap necessarily really, in my opinion, hasn't had a full-on contest here. It seems like they just tried to been memeing it so far at this point. As the Shadow comes out from Street Lord, easily picks up 2 kills after that, as we start to see it something that mimics a contest right now, but it's a very, very bare bones one, as they are losing members. As we speak, Maggie falls, Stan Luna falls, and Rectophobia falls. And already, Goats Only cap that second point. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in that time bank is a very, very healthy for the last little push here on Blizzworld.
Oh, and Gag died again. Is slowly dying Gag lag. Let me check.
They back.
Oh, they're not in that Discord anymore. They're in their team chat.
They have joined back, and the countdown has started. Wait, never mind. Uh, the countdown did start and then stopped at 2.1. Both
Oh,
teams are Cross
they
Top trying
pro-
to.
probably unpaused before asking if they were ready.
Yeah. Okay, so back into this now. We see Goats Only has, like I said, a very healthy 4.5 minute time bank here to push the cart to its final resting spot as we go to another pause as Maggie disconnected again. But let's just talk about the time bank they have right now and see if this actually even picks back up or if Easy Clap is gonna be forced to play with 5 people.
Uh,
What
Gag is running on Zimbabwe internet, apparently. Either way, yeah, 4 minutes and some change is pretty disgusting coming into third point on Blizzard World. This is not necessarily the easiest map to fully capture. Not the hardest, but it's looking pretty good for Goats Only. Okay. This is getting awkward.
Yeah, so
He's
again,
back.
Maggie or Gag has dropped out. They're back. I give it a good 10 seconds after this game gets restarted before we see another pause.
Yeah,
But
it seems like Gag's router is slowly dying. They were saying how Stan Luna, aka Beast, was the one whose computer was going to overheat itself to death after about an hour. So I mean, Easy Clap is killing their own time bank right now, supposedly.
yeah, but I mean, so far, Goats Only has done a good job pushing this card through this map. But however, like I kind of said, it doesn't seem like Easy Clap, other than that first little spawn trap, hasn't necessarily seemed to be taking it seriously. And Maggie has disconnected again.
Uh, okay, Gag thinks it's fixed. Fingers crossed.
They closed.
Um,
Well,
this
they closed their window. They were just letting all the Wi-Fi out.
something like that. Yeah, they turned on the microwave while trying to play Overwatch.
Someone said
Either
turn it
way,
off.
I think we should be good at this juncture.
Uh, the tank mode comes out from Nepo here early. However, both tanks falling for Easy Clap to start before Nepo finally able to take 1 kill in that tank mode before falling themselves. Maggie does get that res off onto Walter there before Walter almost just charged themselves off the map. Both supports now down for Easy Clap, and Goats Only making this map look like a clinic right now.
Definitely, yeah, aside from a few awkward pauses here and there. Oh, Chegg is not allowed to exist on his one trick. That is unfortunate.
Every ultimate now coming out for Goats Only. They want to finish this map, and with those 4 kills there, they pretty much do it. 3 minutes 8 seconds in the time bank for them. This is gonna be really hard for Easy Clap to kind of come back from this.
Not impossible, but yeah, they're gonna need one hell of an offense to match that time bank. Uh, if they can bring back the Easy Clap that was playing last last map, right, on Nepal, and I think they can easily do it. But they're gonna have to figure something out. Because I think Goats Only has a lock on that standard composition that Easy Clap ran the entirety of the first map. Right there, they're not gonna fall for that Reinhardt Roadhog anymore.
Ready for battle.
Well, it looks like we're still gonna see Goats Only come out here on the Bastion. Not a shock. Actually, it doesn't seem like they're really making any swaps, other than maybe a Kid going over to the Baptiste to start off here. However, everything pretty much seems to be the same. Actually, did Maggie swap off a support to go to DPS mid game?
Yeah, I was hoping that Nepo would swap over to DPS. We'll worry about that when it comes to it. Either way, for now, we got what we got.
4,
Um,
2, 1.
yeah, Looks like Easy Clap's gonna try and run out on more or less the same thing that they ran on the defense to start. I'm not sure how well it's going to work now that Goats Only knows what they're running into. Having a
Oh,
okay.
not allowed to have any fun or exist as Street Lord with help from Cough Drop takes him out there. And we're seeing Easy Clap go. What is Easy Clap doing?
Long rotation all the way around. The problem is that now you don't have your Roadhog with you, so it's gonna be a lot harder to really do much of anything. Okay. Interesting rotation.
Yeah, interesting rotation because
They're taking their sweet time, and they don't have a ton of time. Not sure what
Yes.
Beast is doing either. Just
Yep.
trying to get to the rest of his team, but they're not letting them. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie right now.
Yeah, Stan Luna doing a good job just being a distraction. However, it seems like everyone on the side of Goats Only is coming back to get into the actual real team fight that is now breaking out on point. Nice purple start, everything off there. And Stan Luna does find
No.
Vinny. Chungus finds Walter out. They have a tick. Easy Clap has gotten a tick. If they had more people on this point, they would probably have two. Nepo takes care of Cough Drop. Chegg takes care of Kid. And look at that. Chegg with a triple kill. Now trying to get Chungus there. Nepo takes care of them. And Easy Clap making or proving that the extra long rotation can in fact work and caps the first point.
Yeah, just divide and conquer, man. That's what they've been doing. They split attention, and it works. You have Chegg taking a really far backline teleporter. I'm not even sure what they're planning to do with this. Do they not? Goats Only has to know, right? I swear I saw them turn around and stare at Baz.
You hope they know. Stan Luna trying to get them, just distract them a little bit, as Vinny basically pops his visor just to go after Rectophobia there, as there's no one else over there for Easy Clap right now, as we're starting to see Goats Only maybe do their own long rotation on defense, which actually it just looks like they want to bully Rectophobia and Spawn for the moment.
I can't blame them. It's hard to even tell what's happening right now, but borderline mutual kills. You have the ultimate coming out from Chungus, but Easy Clap's nowhere in sight. They're just teleporting left, right, and center.
Nepo takes care of Vinny there to get the killing start here. As another TP goes on to the high ground, the Bongo comes out, immediately gets deleted there by Chegg, who takes care of Sebs right after that. And we're starting to see Easy Clap get really close to this point right now before Chungus takes out Wreck there. Maggie takes out Street Lord, Cough Drop takes out Stan. Shatter comes out from Walter. Chegg picks up Vinny. Kills going back and forth, and somehow Easy Clap has more time in this time bank here to push it to this third card than that of Goats Only did.
They're just letting themselves get too split to the point now where they have to play a mirror composition to hope to do something about it. The Goats Only isn't playing bad, but they're just not accustomed to playing this weird kind of composition, or I guess playing into this weird kind of composition.
I wouldn't even call it necessarily a weird composition. I would just call it a weird just style of play we're seeing from Easy Clap here to start out. Rec takes care of Vinny after Chegg falls right now. They're going after the Rhine of Street Lord, and 4 straight kills going away of Easy Clap at the moment. Somehow they're making this incredibly weird way of play just work to their advantage right now.
Definitely, yeah. I don't even know what Seb was doing over there, but he's not there anymore. He's back in spawn. You can only exist in the enemy's backline so much when the Bastion's staring at you. And Easy Clap has a ton of resources to work with coming into this next fight.
Yeah, we're seeing the wall come out, the nano come out immediately. Chegg does have Tangle Ray, but 3 straight kills going the way of Easy Clap right now. Make it the team kill, and 8 more seconds in the time bank as they full cap the map. And now we're going into overtime on Blizz World.
Switching sides.
It's gonna be do or die, and looking at both of these teams and their first point push the first time around, it's very possible we see at least some progress. However, Blizzard World is a pretty consistent full hold map, right? We do have a supposed call for a pause from Chegg, and I mean, like, the person who pauses is in the same voice chat as him, so I would hope that if they actually need it, they'll do it. Yeah, okay, they're saying not actually needed, so that's
Honest,
good.
honestly, my biggest fear now is that we're gonna see this game go to like a 9-9 tie.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And it honestly really does scare me. But right now, we're going to see Goats only come out on the attack. They're going to stick with the Bastion. However, it will be Vinny playing Bastion this time. Chungus played it the first time they attacked. And Chungus actually going to come out on the Widowmaker that Vinny was playing the first time. So it looks like the DPS kind of swapped there. And honestly, in my opinion, it looks like Easy Clap is coming out with some sort of comp here to be something, just to try to not allow the Bastion to absolutely reign supreme over them.
Yeah, pretty much. It looks like Easy Clap's gonna want to teleport around like they did last time. It really disoriented Goats only, and they didn't really have an answer. Even now, I would say they don't quite have an answer. Interesting rotation. Baz is very far away from the rest of the team.
Yeah, Maggie does pick up Vinny, however, they fall right after that. 4 kills to 1 right now in favor of Goats only. Only Nepo and Walter left alive for them, and this should easily be the first point capped for Goats only. Nepo does take out Chungus, though.
At least a couple of ticks. I wouldn't say the full point quite yet, unless Easy Clap wants to give it up. Hard to say. No, okay, that's the full first point.
Not even a minute off the time bank, and they have capped the first point. However, it will take the cart a couple of seconds here to get out of that gate, and it does look like Easy Clap wants to try to be a little bit aggressive here. Maggie actually seems to be the only one that wants to be somewhat aggressive, but they fall right after that.
I have a little bit of a flank coming in from Nepo and Beast. Right behind the point, I don't think anyone on Goats Only has noticed. Maybe Chungus has. And it's actually working to split their attention, but the cart is still moving, not very far, and they're gonna have to do something about Chegg on the Moira on cart, because they need this cart to get pushed at least moderately far. It looks like they are cleaning up house, though.
Yeah, right. Cleaning up house now. They should be able to get some distance on it. Easy Clap, though, seem like they're trying to at least do something as a team, unlike their last defensive hold where they really didn't do anything as a team. 10 seconds left now for Goats Only here to push it before it goes into overtime. The fight starting charge comes out from Walter, who immediately dies after missing everyone. Not the way that I imagined Easy Clap wanted to start here. Nepo does pick up 1, but 2 more kills go the way of Goats Only right now, as it is in overtime, but they continue to push that cart closer and closer to the second point.
You can't let the Roadhog just do whatever he wants. I mean, like, if you're not going to turn around and kill him, you have to at least shield your backline, right? Because Seb is just fodder at that point, and now Sebs is very much in danger, maybe? Nice anti-nade to start out the fight, though.
The whole hog there from Stan Luna forces everyone on Goats Only to back off the cart, or just get knocked off the cart there. And now, what should have easily been the second point cap for them ends up being a couple meters short, and now we see Easy Clap have their win condition.
And I'm hesitant to say that it's going to be easy, because they are better players, right? But mechanically speaking, and I think like average SR wise as well, they're just like consistently placed higher than a lot of the Goats Only players that are currently in. Problem lies with the fact that it's not necessarily the easiest to push all the way there, as we saw Goats Only struggle a bit towards the very end. We do have a little bit of a weird composition coming in once again from Easy Clap. Goats Only has a few swaps as well. Technically, we're not supposed to do that, but
yeah,
they're both doing it, so I'll yell at them after this map.
This game has fallen into chaos right now as we see Chegg and Nepo swap roles for the second time this series, or this game. Nepo going back to the DPS and Chegg going back to the support. We're going to see the pharmacy combo come out here early. And really, other than that turret and Baptiste, I really don't think... Oh my god.
What just happened?
I think he expected someone to be over there.
Well, as Seb said in match chat, got two. Not in the way that they had expected. Either way, you have pretty much the entirety of Goats only just guarding this choke point, waiting for someone to poke their head out, and then there's just going to be a ton of damage coming in the second they decide to. But Lily is very much in danger. Yep, that's just melted. Your hog is cooked.
World's most ineffective teleporter coming out right there. It really only teleports him about 5 feet as Kid takes out Nepo. That turret is absolutely wrecking, doing a lot of damage right now. Chegg able to res. Nepo as Maggie finds cough drop. However, Shebs finds wreck. Maggie still going in, able to find more as Nepo finally picks up one. Maggie, though, gets crushed by Vinny. And Vinny takes care of Chegg with the hook, or with the tether there. And Vinny just in a very, very bad spot. Finally gets taken out by Chungus. And like we just heard the in-game announcer say, they have less than a minute now to cap this first point.
Yeah, especially with Chungus on the Storygorn and Streetlord on the Junkrat. Those are very defensible heroes back when we had offense and defense DPS heroes in separate categories, right? They're very sticky, so it's going to be difficult for Easy Clap to break through.
I like this high TP, but however, that high TP actually does not work out for them. 5 straight kills going the way of Goats Only. Stan Lim, the only one left alive. They know exactly where they are, just kind of running around. Now they have 15 seconds left to go, and I'm really concerned if we will see another touch come out from Easy Clap at the moment. However, I do believe Walter should be able to get back.
They should be able to touch, but as for the efficacy of this fight, it's really hard to say. You have the Molten Core already coming in. Riptire as well is going to make this borderline impossible. Whoa, dear Streetlord.
And it does seem like Goats Only will end this game with a team kill to tie the series up at 1-1. I mean, I guess Goats Only was the better team there in overtime, like, by far. Able to take the point in less than a minute and then got a really, really good push. But I feel like Easy Clap just gave them a lot of space that they could have easily prevented.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to say, right? Because like those defensible picks there at the very end from Goats Only were exactly what they needed to defend, right? The Roadhog, not necessarily the best pick there as opposed to something like an Orisa, but it worked, right? Because if they were playing the Orisa, they'd get their attention split and just like picked apart one by one. Again, like they suffered that the entirety of the last 2 maps, really. So I think all in all, it was pretty good. Pretty good for Goats Only to make those swaps in real time.
Mm-hmm. Goats Only, though, now winning that map, tie this series up at 1-1. So now we have a best of 3. Whoever wins 2 maps is the winner of this game. Remember, Easy Clap pretty much needs to win this game to feel pretty safe about not being knocked down into loser brackets once the playoffs start. Goats Only is safe no matter what happens with this game. That are still be in 3rd place. But after the weekend, it might be a much different story.
Yeah, and keep in mind they're also going to be fighting for their positions in the second split, right? Because the second mid-season tournament also provides some points, and if they can get up into the top 2, they get a bye, so that's just a free point, essentially. Well, yeah, anyways, stick with us. We'll be right back after this short break as we get ready for map 3.
welcome back, everyone. So far, this has been an incredibly strange series. It's tied right now 1-1 as we watch Easy Clap take on Goats Only. Their third map of this series will be Route 66. Akri, who do you think has the advantage going into this one?
Based on the last map, I'm gonna say Goats Only. They're the higher team in the standings. They're showing signs of adapting to what Easy Clap is running. I think Easy Clap is slowly running out of steam, right? They obviously didn't have the intended lineup this evening, right? They do have Pixel Storm now in, so Beast is now going to be over on DPS, I guess. Gag's still on support for now. Side note, if any mid-map swaps of roles happens again, we're just going to pause and that team is going to forfeit. Because technically Easy Clap forfeited the second they did that, and they did it first, so let's just say good thing that Goats Only won that map, because they would have won that map anyways. As far as the standings are concerned, I like to let the teams meme around a little bit, right? They can just, like, not try their absolute hardest, especially, like, when we have players in the upper levels of like open division and whatnot, but they have to follow like the barest of essential rules, you know? Just kind of like the bare minimum. Anyways, we have an extremely close hold from Easy Clap and Street Lord actually deciding to stick on the Junkrat still instead of the stereotypical Rhine.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to point out before this entire series or match got started here is Street Lord and Vinny swapped roles right now going into this game. So they did it in between games. Street Lord now on the DPS, Vinny on the tank, as Goats Only is just wrecking their way through Easy Clap at the moment.
Yeah, like I said, they've definitely shown signs of adapting their playstyle, and it's slowly working, right? And it's snowballing into what feels like Easy Clap not getting as much value as they did on Nepal. So it's only going to get more and more dangerous as the trap comes in from Baz, and the Easy Clap's just stuck surrounding their main tank.
And look at this, Stan Luna finally able to pick up a kill there for Easy Clap. However, nothing else going their way right now as Vinny is being a wrecking ball on the wrecking ball, picking up 2 kills before Street Lord, with help from Vinny, is able to take out Pixel Storm, who subbed in for Chegg.
Well, Pixel Storm is an actual tank player, so at the very well, I guess technically they have like 2 or 3. No, they have 4 actual tank players on Easy Clap in right now. Just a bunch of them off rolling. Either way, he's no stranger to the diva.
Some kills coming in here for Easy Clap to start everything off. Street Lord immediately taking out Nepo, but Easy Clap continues to pick up some kills right now. As a shatter from, I believe it was Walter, does take out a couple, and they find 2 from it. And now they're going to try to hold Goats Only at the arches here, or at the gateway right now. However, it does seem like Goats Only has knocked back Easy Clap for a moment before every fight starter in this series, Unwiped Walter, comes right in with a charge.
I don't think Goats Only was ready for Easy Clap to hold this close into the choke point. It's not all too common. Usually teams like to hold the high ground more than hold the choke point, but Easy Clap certainly is taking advantage of the space given to them. The carts just stopped here for at least a minute.
Yeah, but however, Easy Clap continues to pick up kills even after losing Walter there early in the engagement. Pixel Storm doing a good job with that defense matrix, just eating up anything that could come in right now, and the rest of their team is actually playing very safe around it as we see the Coalition start everything off. Bomb also coming out from Pixel Storm, not able to find anyone. They actually fall before they're able to remax. Stan Luna finds 1 with the visor before we see Chungus come right back with a visor of their own on a Stan Luna, and 3 make that 4 straight kills going the way of Goats Only at the moment as they go further and further into their own spawn, and Nepo is in a very, very bad spot right now, having to run away from Vinny, who just decides to let Nepo fall right into the hands of Kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I think getting so split as they are, Easy Clap is starting to feel the pain and suffering of Goats Only, starting to understand how to focus fire. They're going to find kills here and there, but they're kind of falling apart now, the same way that Goats Only fell apart in Nepal.
Huge shatter finds 3, but no one will fall after Unwiped Walter gets killed there by Vinny. Streetlord takes out Pixel Storm, and again, right now with the pressure that we're seeing from Goats Only, they should easily be able to take this second point, and again have a very, very healthy time bank going into this last point.
A lot of pressure coming in onto Lily. She doesn't manage to survive, but it's okay because team captured second point. Streetlord is apparently just a Junkrat god taking after Aquamarine, who is also on Goats Only and couldn't show up this time around. Sebs, chill. You already got the point. Okay, didn't get the message. Still not chilling. But it's okay because the card's still moving. 3 minutes and some change. That's, again, a pretty good time bank, a good attack in general, but Sebs is in trouble. That's going to be a stacker, and they're very split, but they're definitely still trying to engage this.
Yeah, we do see Easy Claps pick up a couple kills. Rectophobia falls, though, to Streetlord, who is proving that they are the best Junkrat in this game right now. Kid takes out Stan Luna, as we see Walter go in with the charger. Now hasn't fallen yet. Actually did make some space for their team. However, Streetlord takes care of Pixel Storm's mech, and Pixel Storm probably won't live much longer. However, Maggie does find Sebs out, and another nice charge coming out from Walter finds Vinny. 4 straight kills coming the way of Easy Clap. Both Transcendences coming out from each side right now, and just the last 2 members of Goats Only trying to survive. However, both being supports, not a lot there to really help them other than themselves. They eventually fall.
I do appreciate that Cough Drop tossed in the Coalescence, and Seb decided to use the Transcendence just to keep the Coalescence alive as an aggressive tool. It did not work at all, but I respect the support duo.
Seb's able to land hooks with ease here, going after both the DPSs for Easy Clap. Able to take out one, not able to take out the second one there. Coming out here from Pixel, doesn't find anyone. Sebs, though, finds Walter before Luna finds Sebs themselves. Here comes a tire from Streetlord. This one's gone on the longest of any of them right now. It's definitely going after someone. They're able to find their target there, but they do fall themselves. Nepo on a 2-kill streak right now, on a 3-kill streak right now before Rec takes out Kid. And now Easy Clap finally able to stabilize the cart here a little bit, have forced Goats Only here under 2 minutes on this last push.
And it's only going to get dicier for Goats Only because now you have the Bob from Rectophobia, you have the Attack Visor from Beast, right? And you do have Chungus' Attack Visor as well, but the offense is going to have much worse positioning coming into this point. The defense has so much time, but maybe not the people they need because they just lost. Actually, never mind. Recto carried. We're good. They're good.
Recto, Stan Luna carrying before Stan Luna gets slept there. Bob coming out now from Recto as Recto finds Call Drop. Never finds Sebs. Shatter only on to Recto finds that person out. And now we're nearing a minute to go, and essentially we just saw Vinny basically use an ultimate just a meme on Rectophobia, who swaps off the Ash and is now going to a Widowmaker.
Not a bad push as it stands for Goats Only, but they definitely want more. You know that they want to get at least closer to that's full cap, if not the whole thing. The whole enchilada. Yeah, either way, Recto onto the Widow now. Interesting swap. Let's see if he can get anything with it.
Visor pop from Chungus, who immediately gets deleted by Recto. However, look at this. 2 kills go the way of Goats. However, Nepo comes right back. Vinny going absolutely in. Picks up 2. Maggie is able to take care of 1. Kid takes care of Stan Luna. Streetlord takes care of Maggie. And that should be it. However, Recto swaps over to the Tracer. Gets to a point right now to try to contest as long as he possibly can. And now there's some more members of Easy Clap trying to get back. Right now, a win for them is if they're able to get this into overtime. But the sleep onto Sebs as they get slapped at a huge shatter from Walter. Finds 2. And right now, Goats Only might not be able to finish that, but they're not able to.
You can tell Easy Clap started to try when Recto swapped over to Tracer. He's just insane on the hero. He's probably one of the best Tracer players we've ever had in this league's history. And he's just been that good on her for so damn long. It's borderline not fair, right? And then they netto him at the very end just to be like, okay, let's actually close this out. And he gets like 3 kills instantaneously. It's just unreal. Yeah. Good push overall, but I mean, there is a win condition or a lose condition for Easy Clap now. They know the goal. They just have to get there.
Yeah, you are absolutely right with that. The fact they didn't allow Goats Only to full cap the map is a huge advantage for them because, like you said, they have a win condition. Goats Only, though, still has a win condition themselves, so just holding them at any point before however far they push it. And we're seeing them come out here
Attackers
on
incoming in
what seems to
30
be, in my
seconds.
opinion, kind of a decent comp for defense.
Yeah, definitely. It's a more traditional comp. A little bit unorthodox or unusual in this current meta, but then again, it's really hard to say what the meta is anymore. I think everyone just kind of coasting until Overwatch 2. And the eventual inevitable Junker Queen meta 24/7, as we have now seen from the Overwatch League.
One.
But we still got a few months before that. Still have the other tank.
She'll be nerfed to hell before the public gets their hands on
One
her.
can only hope.
But right now, kind of seeing a normal defense come out here. Walter doing his normal,
No.
gonna charge into the enemy line, not find anyone. As Chungus finds Maggie, Vinny finds Nepo. No supports left for Easy Clap right now as the rest of them continue to fall. Walter just trying to find anyone with a charge, and a nice team kill coming out from Goats Only here to start off their defensive hold.
You know, I'm honestly really impressed with Street Lord's Junkrat. Like, maybe he's been taking pointers from his teammate, but he's been doing legitimately good at just pressuring so much area denial onto Easy Clap. They're just not allowed to exist in wherever he's shooting.
Yeah, now we finally see with that one pick there from Rekt onto Vinny, they're finally able to push the cart a little bit. However, it does seem like we're going to be seeing Goats Only kind of play this safe, as Walter not playing that safe at all, just charges into absolutely no one and dies incredibly fast. Recto carrying their team right now in kills before Nepo falls to a tire from Street Lord. However, they continue to push this cart right now.
Yep, cart is slowly inching along, but Goats Only definitely wants to stop it as much as possible. They're wearing down the clock. I believe now we're past the time bank when Goats Only captured first point, and Beast. That's not where Bastion should be. Baz, that's not where Ryan should be. He's almost certainly going to fall. I mean, Gag falls in the backline. Yeah, that was just a weird attempt at an offense. I don't know if the Valkyrie is really necessary, but I mean, plus for style points, I don't know.
Plus for style points, and with how often we're seeing swaps come out from Easy Clap, they have ultimates to use right now. Stan Luna, though, finding Street Lord is a big one for them. However, Vinny finds Stan Luna right out after that. Ultimates are pretty even right now, 3 ready for each side. But right now, Goats Only picking up all the kills. Here comes the Graviton Flux from Seb. The Transcendence had to be popped there by Maggie to keep everyone alive and healthy so that no one would fall during that, and good use of it. No one did fall, and now they're starting to get all their members back right now, and finally we're seeing a real team fight break out on cart.
Okay. Have a little bit of a brawl coming in now. The Transcendence very early forced out for Seb, as well as the bomb. You can't let that catch you out, Chungus. That's not allowed. And that's probably going to be first point for Easy Clap.
Chungus had that high noon ready to go. I don't know if they would have been able to get necessarily anything with it, but you never know what happens sometimes with high noons and where they're positioned. Streetlord did have a tire ready there at the end, but it necessarily would not have mattered. And now we get to see Easy Clap attempt to push it here to the second point, as Nepo is being a Reddit Lucio right now and absolutely being full-on aggressive. What is Walter doing?
A lot of flanks, as we have been seeing from Easy Clap, but it's not really working out, especially when Streetlord's getting ripped tire every, minute or so? Not the fastest build, but I mean, you don't really need to when it's a guaranteed kill, because Easy Clap has nothing to deal with it. How did they even get over there? I didn't see Baz go over there in any way, shape, or form, but Seb dies all the same.
Finally being popped by Chungus, finds 2!
I know.
And Streetlord finding Rex as he was popping his blade. 3 ultimates, basically 4 ultimates gone for Easy Clap in the blink of an eye, as Walter, the only one to find a kill, just memed on Kid there.
Oh,
And nothing
no.
comes from it, as we see Rex swap to the Widowmaker. Nev now going to a Baptiste. Actually, Rex now going to a Hanzo instead, as we see a grab and flux come out from Seb. No one falls from it right now, but the Nano comes out onto Walter. Here comes another tire from Street. Is able to take out Walter. Look how many people assisted on that kill. 4 people in total assisted. Streetlord finds Wrecked right now. 2 minutes left in time bank for Goats Only here to push this cart any little bit.
I don't know if the stream caught the little ring around the rosy between the Roadhog and the Soldier there, but it was really funny for a good solid 30 seconds, right? Easy Clap aren't allowed to move past this choke point. This is really good for Goats Only because they need to wear down the clock as much as possible. The cart isn't even like moved into second points to the point where they're really just gonna need to stall for another minute and a half, win one fight, and then they win the map. They're up 2-1.
Valkyrie being popped here by Cough Drop. Kind of preempted, but it looks like they want to go Battle Mercy instead. The Immortality Field does come out from Nepo. Nepo able to take care of Cough Drop there. We see a Nano come on to Walter, and it expires as fast. Another tire comes out from Streetlord, finds Maggie, and Sabs finds Wrecked. And still nothing's on this cart. 4 straight kills going, 5 straight kills going the way of Goats Only, as we tick under a minute to go, and literally there's been only about 5 meters put on that cart this entire push on this second point.
Oh, Streetlord. They have families, I think. I know Recto has a family at least. I can confirm he has a family. That's about it though. I can't confirm anyone else. We have to take their word for it. He has another tire, basically. He does have another tire. What is this?
Oh, this one finally gets taken out. No more tires for him at the moment. However, he is still a menace. We're finally starting to see Easy Clap though kind of rotate around, but it's not working. Streetlord just bullying people in the back line. He's fighting 3 and now gonna basically be camping at their spawn with help from Cough Drop only. Kid finds Wreck, and now we're starting to see some members of Easy Clap come on point. We try to see Walter meme on point again with another shadow. However, he falls right after that, and this third map will go the way of Goats Only, and now they're 1 map away from ending this series.
Who let Aquamarine log on to Streetlord's account? Like, that was honestly really good Junkrat play all around. He wasn't quite close to a deadlift, but I think he was like 5 or 6 kills away. I couldn't do the math quick enough before the stats went away, but he had 30 kills, and I believe the rest of the team had like 35, 36, something like that combined. So it was very close to a flooded deadlift for Streetlord playing an off role, right? We know him as the main tank player for Goats Only traditionally. Comes in, plays Junkrat, lets Lily come in and play whatever the hell she wants, and then just rolls on the Junkrat. I think Easy Clap is gonna have to look for. They might have to get Chegg back because
Sammy is coming in for
Sammy.
Easy Clap now.
That sounds familiar. It's probably one of their friends. Let me check their account.
Easy
Private
Clap.
degenerate. Either way, we're gonna assume that these players are fine.
Easy Clap, weird series overall. Easy Clap absolutely dominated the first map of Nepal, and what both me and you called weird comps, but they were just mechanically better. Goats Only though has really turned it around in these last 2 maps, and it just seems like Easy Clap hasn't been able to necessarily adapt enough to try to get something to go their way. However, I don't necessarily know if they're really trying to adapt.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to force what they want to play, and it's obviously not working because Goats Only have adapted actually really well. I mean, they went from playing like legitimate 6-man shadow dive, whatever you want to call it, to trying to adapt to like an anti this composition from Easy Clap, and then they just kind of ended up mirroring, but like adapting it to their comfort picks. Swapping in things like the Junkrat, like the Cassidy, right, and even like the Sigma and the Mercy on Route 66 there.
So
Okay.
Sammy
They're getting their
apparently
coach.
Sammy
Sammy
was
was Cough
apparently
Drop's friend.
yeah. So now Sammy is out. Ultra
Uh,
is in for Easy Clap. We still don't know what the fourth map will be, but Goats Only is now on game point, and I don't necessarily know if they really need to change anything
no.
about how they've played these last couple maps to beat Easy Clap here, unless Ultra can come in and absolutely like you did you say Ultra was Easy Clap's coach?
Head coach, yes. Another of the original No Evil players, the main tank originally. So they have like still four tank players essentially. So like technically, like almost 3 years ago, I think, um, Ultra and Baz were hit contenders trials on No Evil, but I mean they haven't competed like seriously since. So I mean, Ultra didn't even sign up to play, I'll put it that way, but if they did, they would have gotten appealed to actually play.
Well,
So
it
I'm
does.
very curious to see what Ultra is filling in with. It might just be support, and like Recto and Nepo play the DPS.
Well, it does look like we know what our fourth map will be. It is the 2CP map of Temple of Anubis. Goats Only looking like they're going to be attacking here first, as Easy Clap is still kind of swapping around who's playing what. Looks like Ultra will actually be coming out on the tank now, if I believe that
Oh
is.
no, are they gonna have Baz go back to support? Oh dear. I'm sure he's thrilled about that. Granted, if he's playing with these people, he's probably not as torn up about it, but I know he had quite a few complaints about support when swapping over to tank this season. Either way, um, I feel like Temple of Anubis, which is Easy Clap's choice, that's only going to play into what Goats Only has been playing, right? They like the Cassidy, they like the Junkrat, and they don't really need to swap anything up at all from what they've been playing. Maybe Vinny off of the Wrecking Ball more onto that Roadhog, but I mean, she was playing that a little bit here and there. So
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
Yeah, so
Initiating
we're
I
getting
don't know.
into it now. Do you think you think Easy Clap can make a comeback here and force a game 5, or do you think Goats Only is already far enough into Easy Clap's head here that this series will go no further than this map?
I definitely don't think that Goats Only is in Easy Clap's head. I think Easy Clap is just not taking it seriously. If they come out on like a serious composition, they fully try, uh, I think they could very well bring it to a map 5. Espe- Especially because they are playing serious, right? You have the former Contenders Trials main tank on main tank. You have the former Contenders Trials main support on main support. You have basically everyone on their main roles, more or less, for Easy Clap. And Goats Only, in the meantime, is still playing with Street Lord on Junkrat. He's locked into it now, so he can't swap to the tank unless they want to forfeit the map. But at the same time, he's been comfortable enough on it that
3, 2,
I'll be interested to
1.
see if they decide to swap to something a little bit more traditional, or they try and keep this. They're gonna find out very quickly that Easy Clap is actually trying now.
Yeah, Nepo proving that right away, finding a lot of damage and Street Lord out early, already almost at 50%, actually at 50% now on their ultimate,
Oh,
and Maggie is having those problems again, has dropped out of the
okay.
game. Oh god. Maggie is back, but will they spawn right back in the same spot, or will they have to walk back from
No,
the spawn?
this isn't one of those lobby codes, so they lose whatever ult charge they had, and they'll be back to spawn, which is essentially they killed Gag. He's out of the fight.
They are out of the fight. Down that Baptiste. No immortality field is huge for them right now as a hack comes out on a Pixel Storm. Vinny, though, getting chunked down really low. Rectophobia
Oh,
just not allowing Street Lord to really do anything here, and that will be a good enough of a kill for them that Maggie should be able to get back into this fight, and they have that immortality field back.
there is an anti-nade onto Ultra, but he's not really pressured by anyone in Goats Only. Kind of awkward for Goats Only to push in. Yeah, especially losing Cough Drop like that. I don't even know where the dragons went, and I don't think Cough Drop did either.
Yeah, Chungus in the far back line here on the high ground, able to run away before Rek got up there. as Maggie takes care of Vinny. Already a minute off the clock now for Goats Only, as we're starting to see some swaps come out for them. At least Seb is swapping off of the Hog, going to the Sigma, and Vinny off of the Orisa, now going to the Ball instead.
There was a huge concerted effort to go seek out Chungus on the Sombra, but of course we can see in third-person perspective that the Sombra was not there. Recto in a lot of trouble right now. Never mind, the healing is there, and okay, a lot of damage coming in up on the high ground. It's actually Goats Only winning that mini engagement.
Yeah, Seb, though, able to take out Walter, which is a nice one. Shatter comes out from Ultra, whips on everyone. Recto able to find Kid, which is a nice pick because they had their Transcendence ready to go. Vinny, though, finally is able to take care of Rec, and we could see Goats Only here finally have some sort of attack on point. However, we do see the damage waves come out from Maggie. Pixel Storm dives onto Cough Drop, able to take them out. Streetwood, though, finds Nepo. Trey's going back and forth now as Walter takes care of Street Lord. And now Seb kind of in an awkward spot as Kid takes out Ultra.
The 1v1 did not go the way he'd pull. Sev, chill. I'm talking. Either way, Goats Only has some purchase to press forward, but they need to still play it safe because there are staggers coming back in. Nepo on the Tracer. Well, that didn't work out at all, as that's going to be first point for Goats Only, certainly. There's only so much Recto can do on this cast.
Yeah. He's trying to get back, and
no. No.
He takes a good old rock to the face there, as Vinny also takes out Walter there to end that one. But at this moment right now, Goats Only is coming into this next engagement with all 6 ultimates ready. 3 ultimates currently ready for Easy Clap. Here comes a tire from Street Lord. We have seen these absolutely just wreak havoc to the majority of
oh,
wow.
no.
Look at this. Easy Clap turning this fight around. 3 ultimates gone for Goats Only, and they haven't found a single kill yet.
Oh dear. Yep, that's actually even 4 ultimates gone, or because Chungus swapped. Or no, did they use? Were they always on?
Yeah, they
I
were.
think they were.
They had their Transcendence ready. I think they died just as they popped it.
Unfortunate. But either way, you don't have a ton of ults ready for Easy Clap, but I mean the Shatter, the Window, that's gonna be rather strong in a defensive point, especially second point sample of Anubis. Very defendable. Nepo's also Nepo's also dead is what I should have been saying. Oh no.
Damage Rift though comes out, immediately finds 2, make it 3, 4, 5. Does Easy Clap, only need to take care of Sebs here, and they should easily be able to do that to pick up another team kill.
I have a few swaps being teased by Lily. For now, sticking on the Road Hog. Okay, well Baz being sent back to spawn, but at the same time, he's going to be respawned by the time they even contest the points. Doesn't matter. That kill exists. Pulse Bomb not really finding much. But now Nepo is far behind enemy lines without a recall, so that's a little bit dangerous.
They do have Wreck there, though, to try to give him some sort of escape route, just to kind of get the attention off them. However, it does seem like the entirety of Goats Only has gone into this right room here, and they do get the DMAC on the Pixel Storm. Nano comes out onto Vinny,
wow.
Finds 1, Kid finds 2. High Noon being popped by Wreck now, waiting for that E to go away. However, they find no one with it, as Vinny and Kid are just going in, taking everyone out right now. Down goes Maggie. Only one more member on the point right now. High Noon being popped by Chungus here. Finds Ultra as they get a tick. Walter gets trapped. Rectophobia dies shortly after. And in the blink of an eye, Goats Only should easily be able to fully cap this point.
They do have to avoid the bomb. That is not avoiding the bomb, Lily, please. But there's no shot they get 2 CP'd here. No, Sebs is going to make sure of that nice kill from Chungus to close it out. Minute and 18 seconds. Not the, 4-minute time bank that they had coming into this point, but I mean, they still captured. And if they force Easy Clap to full cap in overtime, it's a draw or win scenario for Goats Only. So there's a lot of situations in which they can win this map and close out the series.
Yeah, Goats Only, I would imagine, wants to end this series on this map. Easy Clap though did seem to kind of improve a lot. Like you said, they brought in their head coach, so maybe they started to take it a little bit more serious. However, Goat's only still able to, full cap the map. It will be difficult for Easy Clap to get back into this.
Definitely, it's gonna be on them now to have a decent offense, right? They can meme around with their composition and spawn, but if the last round is any indicator of what they're gonna try, I would expect that they're gonna run out on something a little bit more traditional for once. It's probably like the Rhine Diva, something along those lines. Honestly, everything besides Nepo seems pretty normal. The only danger being that Chungus has been hitting a lot of pretty nasty shots on the Cassidy, so I don't know if the Echo is going to find as much value, but that's something that's worth testing out because you're on offense, you have 4 minutes to cap first point and then worry about second. I would expect Nepo to swap real quick. Actually, Recto teasing a swap as well. Yeah, both DPS. Considering it, only Nepo.
Nepo the only one to do it, like you said. Going over to the Hanzo instead, a little bit more of a traditional pick, or a little bit of a better pick than Bastion would have been. However, we're going to see Easy Clap try to come right down main. Chungus finds Walter.
Wow.
They were able to knock Vinny off the high ground. However, Chungus is making them pay for that. Just going in.
No.
3 already down all off of Chungus's Peacemaker there. Vinny finds one, Chungus finds a 4th, and now the only one left alive is Walter on that Lucio. And just already a good job by Goats Only here in that first engagement.
You can always tell when a hit scan player is starting to get into the zone, and that's definitely Chungus right now. Like that was a nasty fight for him. And he's already got Recto down to half HP, and who's going to heal Recto up in the sky, right? Like he has to drop down to the ground to actually get the healing he needs. Street Lord is gone.
Yeah, Nepo finding that kill on Street Lord there is huge. The damage matrix comes out. However, Chungus does not care for your damage matrix. Kid finds Nepo. Shebs finds Maggie, and everything just starting to fall apart again for Easy Clap right now. Firestorm trying to run into death, and they are doing a good job. Ultra now on point, going after Cough Drop, able to take care of Cough Drop before they fall themselves. And now we're seeing Walter kind of Lucioing around, and Street Lord just meets them with the grenade in that high ground.
It feels like Easy Clap are slowly losing their composure this round, and I mean, if that happens, they're gonna lose the map, right? They need to cap with time if they want a chance at this. They don't notice Recto is now on the Tracer.
Popping the tire, looking for big members here. Only finds Nepto, but does do a lot of damage to Ultra there. And now is going to go after them themselves. Recto falls, Ultra falls. Pixel's going to get demeched here. Walter falls as well. And just...
And the stagger on the Pixel Storm is just brutal. He might be able to get a cheeky remech kill, but I don't think Goats Only wants to risk it. No, they're not even bothering. I mean, just looking at the ultimates as well, like, sure, Easy Clap has the Shatter, but where is Ultra going to use it? Right? Like, they're up on the high ground. They have 2 shields that you have to shatter through. Yeah, and you keep losing members left and right because you have people like Recto and Bash trying to get in behind the front line. It's just not working.
But the Shatter finds 4. The Transcendence comes out from Kid to keep him alive as Chungus pops his high noon. Finds 2. Street Lord picks up a quick 3rd, and Chungus picks up a quick 3rd himself, and make that a quick 4th as well, and 5th, almost team killing the entirety of Easy Clap as we near a minute to go in what could be this entire series.
Chungus is literally pulling a Street Lord from Blizzard World. Not Blizzard World, Route 66, where Street Lord just put on a clinic with the Junkrat. Chungus is now doing that with the Cassidy, and it's really fascinating to watch his perspective, because he's hitting these shots that you don't hit if you're cold, right? At this point, they're fully ready.
Ooh, that Immortality Field got out just in time to take care of the tire. Pixel Storm finds 2. However, the DPS line of Goats Only is picking up the pace, finding 3. Nepo able to take care of Street Lord. Chungus gets rid of Pixel Storm. Chungus still alive, is by far the biggest threat, and Pixel Storm takes them out. Vinny and with help from Sebs here, might be able to make sure this round ends here. And we're having to see numbers get back here for Easy Clap. They need to touch this point right now.
Can
Less
they?
than a second ago, and they did.
Whoa.
But there are still members. Maggie takes care of Kid, who had just gotten back on Lucio. We're starting to see more members of Goats Only show up. The Bongo goes down, and it is out incredibly fast. Street Lord falls, Sebs falls, and this might be the first point going over to the side of Easy Clap right now. We are seeing a contest come out from Chungus, but 4v1 is not a favorable situation, no matter how hot of a hand Chungus might have right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. When it was just down to Lily and Sebs on the point contesting, the two tanks could only do so much. The Bongo really wasn't going to help because the entirety of Easy Clap's composition is just meant to get in your face. It's a brawl comp with the Reinhardt. Oh dear, the Shatter's coming in. Yep.
Finds 3 immediately, and somehow Easy Clap might be able to have themselves an advantage going into overtime here. Over a minute right now. They're finding kills. They have 2 ticks. Some swaps coming out for Goats Only, but they're not able to get back in touch, and they have a minute and 5 seconds more after this series was almost over less than a minute ago.
Well, they needed to cap the time, and they certainly did that. It's not the easiest map to snowball like that. Although not the hardest either, I suppose. Either way, Goats Only are going to have their chance to attack and set the win condition, set the draw condition, set something, realistically. But they only have a minute and 18 seconds to do so, and that is not an easy amount of time to really get any amount of progress, right? There might be like 1 or 2 ultimates ready by the time they get overtime burning, so they're going to have to very carefully approach this point. Look for picks, play it safe. I mean, hell, Easy Clap's playing it safe. They put Pixel Storm on Orisa, for heaven's sake. They're definitely trying. They flipped it into gear. They want map 5.
Yeah, having their head coach come in is definitely whipping them into some gear right now. But like you said, Goats Only has a minute and 18 seconds. Not a lot that they can really build up in that time. However, a quick team kill going their way here, a quick team fight win, could get them the first point and at least a little bit more time added on because it is 2 CP. Or am I wrong?
A little bit of poke damage coming in early on there, but Nepo doesn't really take anything for the better. Oh dear, and that's
able to take care of Cough Drop. Early in this is not looking good for Goats Only at the moment.
They need to avoid losing anyone else, and honestly, they need to even up the fight, because if they can get a pick, they have the spawn advantage. But Chungus is back in spawn now. This is not looking great. They need someone to make a hero play, and that's a rough ask in this situation.
As Sebs takes themselves out there, a little bit of unforeseen self-harm there as Nepo and Pixel Storm take out 2 more members of Goats Only. And right now, Easy Clap could easily see a scenario where they only have to get 1 tick on this first point, and the map is theirs, and they force the map 5.
Street Lord actually swapping over to the Genji. Second DPS hero we've seen from him this series. I wonder if he can play any DPS. It sounds mean, but like we literally haven't seen it. Overtime is now burning. Ultimate's coming online for Easy Clap. This is getting dicey.
Street Lord able to finally take out 1 member of Easy Clap. Chungus with a quick follow-up,
What?
and this is their opportunity.
No.
3 members down.
No.
However, Nepo keeping them alive. Nepo doing a lot for Easy Clap at the moment.
They got a
And
touch.
Chungus not able to get back in touch. And like I said, Easy Clap now sees a scenario where all they need is 1 tick, and they force a map 5.
Switching sides.
Unfortunately, even if Chungus could have touched there, I'm not sure if it would have made a difference. He was extremely low HP, and Pixel Storm was also on the point in the back, so there's only so much that can be done in that case. And Goats Only gotta defend for about 2.5 minutes. Can't give up a singular tick, and that's gonna be a rough ask when Easy Clap are actually trying now.
Yeah. Well, actually, let me correct myself there. Easy Clap just forced a map 5 no matter what the outcome of this map is, with not allowing Goats Only to get a single tick on this point. So even if this map ends in a draw, we still go to a map 5 in what has been in absolutely insane series. Not in my opinion insanely good, but just an insane like mental hospital kind of series.
True. I would expect nothing less from these players. Easy Clap now gets their chance to try and well, force a potential match points for them. Coming out on double bubble of all things. No, never mind. They swapped the Zarya at the last second. So just plain old dive with the Reaper. And I don't fault Goats Only for picking this composition. It seems to work into their playstyle. Oh dear, the tanks just melted on Easy Clap.
Kid down early. That is not what they want to see. Chunga's down. Nepo out, but Streetlord out as well. And right now, Easy Clap 1 or 2 more picks away from ending this map.
Yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. The spawn advantage is very much not in favor of Goats Only, and there's only so much they can do. They can't kill the time, they can't get back, they certainly don't have the kills, and they don't have this map. Easy Clap tie up the series 2-2. We're going to some control point, I'm not sure.
We are now going to a map 5, like you said, a control point, and which we saw in the first map. Easy Clap really dominated Goats Only when we saw Nepal, and weird way to play it in my opinion, but it just seemed like they were trying to get the two closest, they waited their time to get back to the next closest play style or map type to just straight up control with Assault there. Before they came back alive, and it kind of does also help that their head coach was subbed in that last map.
Well, yeah, I say head coach because that's Ultra's official position, but there's no coaching going on. Just there to hang out, I guarantee it. Either way, we will be heading into a map 5 for or in just a few minutes, I should say. It's getting late at this point. I'm tired. I think everyone's tired. So stick with us, folks. We'll be back after this short break. I can't tell if we're in break or not.
Part of me thinks Ali just left.
That would be funny. Unfortunately, the stream is on a 3-minute delay, so we don't know.
Asking for Prado.
Well, they're ready to go. Just in case we are not on break and Alianos ran off to the bathroom real quick.
Oh no. Okay, so we've been talking. They're going in game, so
I've been like half talking as if. So the map is Busan, by the way.
Ali, we're just kidding.
It's gonna be interesting to see what's going on. No swaps.
No.
I don't think Easy Clap can swap anyone. I think Goats Only has like one person that they could swap in, but either way, what is this, downtown? Yeah, downtown. It's the name of this. There's too many control points, and they're all named different things. Although there's like 2 sanctuaries or shrines or like sanctums. It gets confusing after a while. I'm surprised I remember them as well as I do. Either way, both teams teasing the brawl. Recto supposedly on the Sombra, not a usual pick for them, and actually Streetlord back on the Reinhardt. I think Goats Only's like, we could lose this. Let's not lose this and just win, right? Because they need that standings to really claim their spot in the top few spots.
Yeah, just remember, like before coming into this game, Goats Only was 2-2 on the season. However, they lost their first game here in Split 2, so they don't want to go 0-2 and potentially have themselves a really, really tough first opponent in the second mid-season tournament.
Already a lot of poke damage coming in, and Goats Only takes the high ground, so it's going to be a little bit awkward for Easy Clap to push in. They're going to need to invest resources to actually dive, and they're going to take a lot of damage. Ultra already taking a face full.
graceful. Both teams getting the support there. The Immortality Field had to come out from Kit early.
Oh.
As Chungus finds Ultra there. Chungus keeping that extremely hot hand from Temple of Anubis alive early. However, they fall right after I complimented them. So give both the casters a nice boop from Cough Drop onto Nepo as they get hit by a train as it goes by. And now we see Goats Only here picking up every kill, and they should be able to take this first point right now.
Yeah, Azure, aka Lily, aka Vinny, certainly showed some promise on tank. Right, not really known for playing tank, really supporting DPS, but the difference from their tank to their DPS on impact alone is definitely visible. Right, definitely doing much better here.
Well, High Noon and Colas coming out, and the Shatter comes out as well. Kills going the way of Goats Only at the moment before Recto does find one, make that two. However, kills still favoring that of Goats Only. Huge EMP finds 4, but there's no one there to really support that ultimate. So yes, huge EMP, but kind of a wasted ultimate.
Yeah, there has to be a swap coming in to the Tracer. Yup, I was just about to say that makes a lot of sense because Lily might be oh yeah, interesting because technically Recto will have the most range in the lobby, but will they be able to make use of it is my question.
Bomb coming out from both divas. Only Pixel able to find one, and look at this wrecked. I mean, Easy Clap able to find all the kills right now. Cough Drop being the only one as Ultra jumps off the map.
Yeah, that's just Ultra in a nutshell. I don't. That's totally some. Okay, wanted to swap to Ryan. Wanted to take the 1v1. I respect it. I'm sure Street Lord will be thrilled. Either way, Goats Only still has a distinct control percentage advantage, and while they do have to worry about Nepo's Death Blossom, Cough Drop does have the beat. Just use the beat. Oh, that was a nice shot from Chungus.
Oh my goodness. Already 3 members of Easy Clap down, about to be 4.
They have to know.
Storm gets T-Max. Nepo doesn't even really live getting out of his mist phase and dies incredibly fast as Walter falls as well. And after 31%, Goats Only retakes point, only having to invest that beat to get it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, now still just the Death Blossom, but you have quite a few ultimates on the side of Goats Only now built up. They're taking the aggressive approach here, and that's exactly what they need to do. Oh no, blocked.
A huge brawl. Here comes that Death Blossom. It's really melting down. It finds 4 and the D-Max to make that 4.5. That is a map turner right there. But now they just need to retake the point and essentially never lose a team fight again.
Easier said than done, especially given that Goats Only is giving them a run for their money. They just lost Lily, but they have 5 members. And so does Easy Clap, so I mean, fair fight. The Coalescence coming in a bit of desperation, but it feels like Goats Only has the advantage. Don't die to the bomb.
No one dies to that bomb. And Streetlord was able to recognize it, but Ultra comes right in to take care of Streetlord. Rec takes care of Cough Drop. And now we're starting to see Easy Clap sort of get their footing in this game as they're picking up kill after kill at the after the moment.
Definitely, yeah. They're going to need to deal with a lot of this pressure coming in, especially from Rectophobia. He has the Bob now that's just Stall City. It's like 1,000 HP that is shooting at you. And does not miss, no matter what, right? So they're going to have to deal with that. They're going to have to deal with the beat. They're going to have to deal with the shatter. There's a lot to deal with here.
Yeah, Bob, High Noon, Bomb.
Oh my God.
Everything coming out right now. Only Chung is able to find something with the High Noon. Shatter comes out from both Rhymes, and Streetlord's the only one who get anything from it, but they die incredibly fast after that. Nepo is single-handedly, in my opinion, keeping Easy Clap in this map, as Seb had to go contest on point, and somehow, in my opinion, Easy Clap has turned this entire point around into their favor. Here comes the Death Blossom on point, but now we're starting to see the majority of Goats Only come back. They haven't found any kills yet, and they are losing members as we speak. However, Cough Drop finds Walter. The beat comes out, it hits almost everyone. We're seeing them burn it. They keep picking up kills. Chungus finds Nepo. It's really up to Ultra and Maggie at the moment. Maggie falls, Ultra falls, and the point gets flipped. It's into overtime, and somehow
Wow.
Goats Only is able to come back from basically the depths of nowhere to win that first point.
You know, people meme on Cough Drop because he's diamond, right? He fell in SR a lot recently. I don't know if he gained it back, but like he single-handedly turned that entire fight around, getting the boop and then surviving long enough to use the beat. That saved Goats Only. That, like, if they win this, they can thank Cough Drop because my god, that was one hell of a save.
As we now go to, I believe it's called Sanctuary, but I just call this map Drum.
Yeah, Drum is what everyone calls it because no one knows the name. I think this one is Shrine because the Shrine in the middle, that would make sense, but when has Blizzard ever made sense?
But nice brawl coming out from both sides right now. Nepo able to take care of Cough early, giving the advantage to that of Easy Clap here to start. Charges come out as Streetlord finds Ultra, but Streetlord falls right after that to Maggie, and it does really seem like Easy Clap should be able to take point here first.
Definitely first capture. They're going to have to deal with Lily, which Nepo is certainly getting dangerously close to, but that's a 1v1 they can very easily lose if they're not careful. Lily quickly running out of resources. Nice dodge of the flashbang, but how are they still alive? They've lived long enough to get a second recall and allow their team to come back into this. That's one hell of a stall from Lily.
Another brawl breaking out into side room. Drum Shatter comes out, finds two, and they're able to convert on those two. And a huge bomb finds another two. Easy Clap or Troll Gang. My bad. Goats Only is coming into their own right now, able to retake the point there after 27%. As I constantly forgot what teams I'm casting here.
They've transcended the bracket. Nepo rolled into Ultra, and Nepo was stuck with the pulse bomb. So that was quite the stick there from Lily. Good stuff all around.
Right now. Look at this right now. Easy Clap's about to come into this engagement with all 6 ultimates ready. 1, 2 come out. They have all 4 ready to go. Shatter comes out. High Noon comes out from Chungus. Doesn't find anyone. Instead, finds a shoulder from Ultra. As Picturestorm finds Kid and Streetlord. And basically, after 33%, we see a team kill and a point flip.
Crucially as well, Easy Clap only had to use 3 ultimates out of the 6 they had banked. So this next fight is probably going to go in their favor as well. Of course, anything can happen. Like if Sebs just eats both DPS ults and the bomb from Pixelstorm gets nothing, but like that's going to require a lot of work, especially on Sebs, to do something about this.
High Noon and both bombs come out. Nepto takes care of Chungus and Shabs before they're able to get back into their mech. Remember, 2 straight kills for Goats Only could flip the fight, but 3 straight kills for Easy Gang. Or Easy
Gang.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's getting late. Easy
It's
Clap,
not 5, it's fine.
Able to keep the point in their favor for right now. However, they have no ultimates ready to go. Vinny does have that pulse bomb ready to go, and Kalftov is close to a beat. So we could see another point flip here, especially if Vinny's able to find at least 2 members with that pulse bomb like they did the last time.
They are getting dangerously close. The lamp now gone, and Easy Clap looking worse for wear. Their health bars are pretty low.
But they do take care of Streetlord and Vinny to start off. The damage matrix and the beat both being used here, but no one's necessarily found anything yet. Kid does find Maggie. However, their own damage matrix comes out, and a Shatter comes out from Ultra. It has ticked over into overtime. We could be seeing a map 5.3 right now. However, look at this. Somehow, Goats Only has.
They're going for it.
They're going for it. They take care of Chungus, and Walter has the confidence himself to face a god, essentially. Beats himself into a fight, still alive right now. Rectophobia is now throwing his own dragons, which are somewhere. Now they're finally touching point. High Noon coming out from Nepo, and Nepo finds 1. Dragons finds Kid. And this point could be flipped. However, Chungus pops their own High Noon, doesn't find anything with that, falls incredibly soon after that. Sebs on top of the drum right now. contesting this point as long as they possibly can. They finally die. And now we will see Easy
They
Clap
need to
retake the
stall.
point.
It's on
Will
cough
see-
drop now.
They're able to stall. Street Lord has a Shatter ready, but gets charged into the wall. Shatter comes out,
What?
actually finds 4, but no one necessarily really there to follow up on it. Street Lord falls, no one really there, like I said, the follow-up, and Chungus not able to get back in time on the Doomfist. We're going to a do or die sudden death, point 3.
As scuffed as this series has been up until this point, this map, in my opinion, has made it worth it. Like, this is some legitimate play from both teams. They're not memeing, they're trying their hardest. And it might have taken 4 maps to get to this point, but I'm glad they're actually trying. This is ridiculous. It all ends here on Mecha Base. It can't go any further. Physically cannot. And we're seeing good old-fashioned brawl from Goats Only at the very least. Potentially the same from Easy Clap with the Symmetra. I'm not sure if they're going to stick on the Symmetra, though.
I imagine it's going to be a TP and then a swap for them. Actually, no. Looks like they're going to ride
No?
with the Symmetra.
Okay.
there. As a Sim
Interesting.
myself, I'm happy to see that pick come out. It just, I really wonder how they're going to use it, but it's getting a lot of value right now as Cough Drop though finds Ultra, and down goes Wrecked. We're starting to see just Goats Only come into it right now, picking up every kill to start this map off right now, and the point will unlock, and it will be an easy cap for them.
I think in general, the Mei difference there really was a big X factor there. Lily on the Mei just puts so much pressure on the front line. You know, Ultra can't drop his shield otherwise. Oh no, Pixel Storm has to just run away entirely. That's how good the Mei wall was. The window as well, so much damage they have to burst through it.
High Noon being popped there. However, I believe he got shattered out of it there. And they're picking up the kills they need to right now, Easy Clap is. Nepo and Pixel Storm doing a good job of picking up these stragglers. However, they should really get on point right now because it is just Cough Drop.
Yeah, they will yield about 30-ish, 33% by the time it flips over. So a good first fight for Goats Only, but they're not done yet. They need to win at least a few more fights and hold on to the points. But they do have the Blizzard, which in Overwatch 1 is still one of the strongest ultimates.
Shatter comes out, nothing comes from it. Blizzard now comes out, looking to get a couple members out. It's 2 fall early, but look at this. 3 straight kills going the way of Goats Only. Bombs coming out from Sebs. The beat comes out as well. Sebs able to find Pixel Storm right now. 4 members down for Easy Clap. Make it 5. Walter, though, able to take care of Street Lord, and only Rectophobia. Actually, never mind. Rectophobia finally falls. 29% is the only amount of percentage that Goats Only gives to Easy Clap.
Not a bad percentage, you know, give or take like 5 from what Goats Only did themselves. But they are still playing second fiddle to Goats Only right now. They have to play catch up, which isn't the best situation. The wall just completely nullifying the High Noon's beginning there. Oh dear.
Coming out from Chungus, the beat comes out to support them. He takes down Ultra. Both Rhines already gone in this team fight. It's pretty even. Once again, both Immortality Fuels are gone. Rek takes care of Chungus. Sheb takes care of Maggie. Nepto takes care of Vinny. And Kid out as well. It is down to Cough Drop and Sheb's on point right now just to contest this as long as they possibly can. Street Lord is back, so that will give them a little bit more of just stalling or staggering here a little bit on this point. I believe they want to try to get this into the high 90s, at least 90%, but it does seem like
no way.
89% is all they're able to get right now. A good 60% lead they had before the point was retaken by Easy Clap.
And they're definitely in one-fight territory. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it to 99, so they are going to have to worry about staggers, assuming they can take the point back. They are getting dangerously close to more ultimates, though.
No, Shatters come out from both sides. Neither find anyone. High Noon comes out from Nepo, doesn't find anyone, but the kills all going the way of Goats Only right now. The remake actually demaxed Sheb's here, but the kills continue to go their way, and they retake the point. Already into that 90%. Dragons comes out, trying to find absolutely anyone. They don't find anyone, and Chungus instead finds Wrecked. High Noon coming out from Chungus now. He's looking to end this map. Wipe takes care of Chungus. However, Cough Drop takes care of Wipe, And now we're finally into overtime. The damage matrix comes out in a last-ditch effort, but some members of Easy Clap are already basically throwing or waving the white flag. Rectifolia able to get back in time, so is Ultra. And now it's just stalling and seeing if anyone can pick up a kill.
Oh no.
The bomb
Oh no.
finds two, and that will do
Wow.
it. Goats Only wins this one of the series of Overwatch.
By the skin of their teeth, Easy Clap might have been memeing for quite a while in this series, but you have to give both teams credit. They tried their hearts out this map, and it really shows. Nepo and Chungus in particular, both hit scans, really popped off on Busan in general. This was just a pleasure to watch this one map. If we take it in isolation, right? Just watch this one map, and it kind of gives you an overview of what was important in this series.
Yeah, this, like you said, this one map kind of did make up for the other 4 maps that we actually, I'll say the other 3.5 maps we had to watch. But Goats Only picking up a win they desperately needed here in the second split. Gives them the first one of the second split. However, though, Easy Clap now falls to winless in the second split. I think one of the only winless teams left now, and they're riding that bubble now of they could be in normal playoffs or be automatically down into the losers bracket to start.
Definitely, yeah. It's getting dicey for Easy Clap, especially with Genetic and Trolley Gang supposedly on the up and up. But we'll talk about that more in a little bit. Stick with us, folks. We'll go to a short break for real this time, and we're gonna get looks like Sev in from Goats Only for a short interview. Welcome back after that short break. We have Sev here, the flex support from Goats Only, man of too many names. Sev, how you feeling after whatever that was?
I'm super excited because that was the most fun I've had playing Overwatch in forever.
Well, that's good to hear at the very least. So,
That was
I mean,
great.
coming into this series, what were you expecting, I guess? Because Easy Clap, you never know which side of them you're gonna get.
Personally, I expected just kind of trolling, but like we're just like, okay, well, we just want to do other things. Let's just try hard, and then maybe we can win if they're trolling. And then, as you saw in Nepal, that didn't work. So then, going into Blizzard World, we decided to change our style to pure chaos and match their energy for fun. And we just decided to kind of do what we planned on doing before we wanted to kind of try hard, which was just match it, you know? We discussed it before, but we wanted to try hard, and then matching it turned out to be the play.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it really did seem like that was the play, but I have to ask, going into that map 5, especially going into the third point, was there any little concern that you guys could potentially drop this map or drop this entire series? Because it seemed like both you and them really started to take the game seriously, especially the longer that map 5 went.
Yeah, we saw that they kind of were starting to take it more seriously on Anubis, so we were like, okay, they have 2 very good players, especially like all of them are very good. Like everyone on that team is super good. But like we were especially scared of like Baz and Ultra. So we were just like, okay, let's just try hard and see what happens. Let's just play Brawl because we can kind of force being chaotic into it, and just let's take it from here. And yeah, that was what happened. Going into that last map too, we were like, yeah, we probably can lose this, but also like, Debs really wanted to eat his pizza that he made, so we wanted to just get it done with as well.
Fair enough. And
And
I guess going back a little bit in the series to when you guys were still matching the chaos, is Street Lord like taking lessons from Aquamarine for Junkrat? Or wait, where did that come from?
Street Lord is just a demon. Like Street Lord is, we're going into route, and Street Lord's like, guys, trust me, I know a spot. So we're just like, you know what, fine. And yeah, they watch Aqua a lot playing Junkrat, so they have learned a thing or two. So they're our second Junkrat. Our third is Cough Drop.
Heard his cough drop. Well, I mean, he certainly showed up after having been memed about his SR a lot
Oh yeah.
over the past couple of weeks. He even saved you on downtown Busan with the bleeping and the beat.
He's so good. I don't get it. His voice is, he doesn't have a voice anymore. I think we were screaming that last map, and he was talking a million miles a minute, but like it all made sense, throwing in equations. I don't get it. Like it was crazy.
The man doing algorithms in the middle of the match, but it worked out for you.
Yeah. Everyone played so well, I think. On both teams, everyone played really well, I think.
yeah.
So-
But you know, this was your guys' first win of the second split, and it kind of gives you guys a little bit of a gap there in the overall standings going into the actual playoffs. Was this game just big one for your entire team, just to have that first win in the second split, and kind of like I said, give you guys a little bit of a cushion for that bubble playoff spot?
I think a lot of us don't really care so much about winning, if I'm being honest. A lot of us just kind of care about having fun, which is why we play so much like Junkrat and just random comps. But it is big for us to win it because I don't know, it's a team that we all respect a lot because the players are very good. So I guess that win is a big confidence boost. That kind of
All
shows like
right.
when we care, we can do well.
Well, you certainly can, but speaking of playing, in 2 days you have your rematch against Kingdom, the first time you're facing them since week 1, where you went to map 5 against them. So how are you feeling against who is the second seed overall right now in the standings?
It'll be fun in a different way. Because Easy Clap is fun because we match the chaos, but Kingdom's gonna be fun because I hope that they're gonna try and just kind of put in effort, like so we can have another really good match. They're a good team, and I'm not worried because it's like we just care about fun above all else. But then it's like they're good, so I'm optimistic going into it. But like they're good, so
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Sev, for taking this interview. We'll let you get back to your team and have more fun there. So thank you all tuning in here tonight. It's been something. The last map was a good map of Overwatch. The rest was just disorganized chaos. But what more would you expect out of the Advanced Division? I don't believe there is a score update from the Engage beach ball game. 3-0 beach ball. Okay. I'm gonna bug them about the score report then. Either way, tune in tomorrow at. Do we have any games earlier than 8? No, we just have the 8 p.m. one. Actually, it's only Meerkat versus Blind Eye tomorrow because everything else gets rescheduled. I'm sure Alianos is thrilled. Either way, that's all we've got for tonight. Tune in tomorrow evening for the aforementioned intermediate match. And until then, good viewer, don't die.